Hello, all. Welcome to vlog number 12, the last one for now. These might continue into my thesis progress. Maybe not weekly, but we will see. You will see. No readings this week either, because I have been working on my proposal, which turned out to be more stressful than I thought, only because I knew what I was doing, I know what I'm doing, but trying to just put it into like a 10-page document, difficult. I think I've done it, probably, hopefully I have made it make sense, because you know, a proposal has to be like, so not anyone off the street necessarily, but anyone in like academia can read it and understand what the fuck you're talking about. I still don't know if I've accomplished that, but I really did try. I have all my chapters laid out. I'm not gonna share them here. That feels like proprietary information. I don't know if I should share my chapters here. I can give you a little teaser, obviously, about Le Guin, about Jean E. Carl, and kind of combining Le Guin's fiction and nonfiction writings on like books and genre and canon and publishing and literature. So I still have more reading and stuff to do for that, which I will continue to do as time progresses. I'm not really thinking about that until I actually turn in the damn proposal and get added to the course. I guess what I kind of have left to complete is kind of like a personal statement as to like why I'm doing this specifically. And the reason for that is honestly because I can. It's because I can. So I kind of decided to pick a topic that I knew was going to be kind of useless. Yeah, I'm not picking something that I can say helps people or, you know, changes the world. I can come up with a lot of bullshit reasons as to why I think this thesis has some merit in the real world. Like, Le Guin is so important, and her writing is so powerful and influential, and she has a lot of, I don't know, influence left to give, especially, you know, now that she's gone. We can't let people forget about her. I don't really think she's in danger of being forgotten about, but she wrote a lot about that, actually, and how authors are remembered, and how women authors are remembered, how science fiction authors are remembered as not being, you know, part of the literary canon. But Le Guin's honestly got that fucking covered. Like, she's good. She's one of the few. She is the one, actually, not one of the few. She is the one who is going to be remembered. So, but she was pissed that she was the one. She was like, why am I the only one here? Up here, at the end of it all. But I could also like come up with some excuses to like be like, oh, the modern day YA fiction market, but like I'm not writing about the modern day YA fiction market. I don't really want to write this kind of like predictory historical perspective of like how the past influenced the present. Like, that's also not what I'm writing about. I don't really care about that because, like Le Guin also said, she was so for real when she was writing about how Le Guin was actually like anti self-publishing from what I can tell, and anti, honestly, even ebook. Like, she was like not into how people could just get published without knowing how to write. And same, like, I also think that is the main problem in publishing today, is that most people are illiterate and get published anyways. And what I'm trying to say here basically is that I did this because I wanted to. I chose a thesis topic that has absolutely no, like, I could have chosen like, let's get into the marginalized people, blah blah blah. Like, not that that's dumb, but like I could have chosen that and they would have seen those keywords and been like, oh, check check check. But I did it on purpose. I knew in my heart I wanted to do something that was so useless, but it was gonna be so good they were gonna give me funding anyways. And that's what I did. That's really what I did. I was like, I want to do something so like out there and random and not for the betterment of humanity. And I want them to give me funding anyways. I want them to say, look how good this is regardless. That's what I wanted. I wanted the merit of my work to speak for itself. And I wanted to do it because I wanted to. When these funding bodies, when the professors, when they come to you and they ask, so what is this for? Well, how is this better? How is this going to make the world a better place? When they come to you and ask you that seriously, because they have asked me that in the year 2024, and I have to look them in the eye and I'm like, are we pretending like the world isn't ending? You're asking me what this is going to do for humanity. Like, the world isn't. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I actually, don't really believe the world's gonna end in my lifetime. But we're talking in the future. My work has no impact outside of my life. This thesis particularly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So why are you asking me that question like I have the answer to climate change? Like, we've reached a threshold. And Le Guin, genius that she was. Wait, let me pull out a quote. Let me pull out a famous quote of hers. A famous quote of hers here. It's not in this book, but it's in the introduction. That is here. Let me find it. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't edit these. So you're just gonna have to give me a sec while I find the quote. Okay, here's the quote. She says, I think hard times are coming. We will need writers who can remember freedom, poets, visionaries, the realists of a larger reality. And what she's saying is that the hard times are here. The hard times are not coming, the hard times are here. She's like, in the hard times, it's not all about fixing the hard times, it's about remembering. It's about remembering the times. Writers who can remember freedom, the realist of a larger reality. That's who I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be the realist of a larger reality here. So stop asking me what my thesis is going to do for world hunger, what my thesis do for climate change, when I purposely chose a thesis that was going to do the least amount as possible. Because I'm trying to say that this is just as important at the end of the world. Damn it. That's not a very positive note to end this vlog on. Join me in the future, possibly, as I continue to tell you about how things are going. Writing this proposal has proved more difficult, and I really hope that isn't a predictor for how writing the thesis is going to be. I don't think so. I'm actually a very fast writer. Once the ideas get out there, they're out there. But yeah, that was my thoughts, and that's about it. Goodbye for now.